What up with my people on this good Monday? I am Uncle Jack Jack. What can we talk about? What can we talk about on this early Monday? Oh, ladies, quit letting these guys drive your car. Cause I don't even be in my truck no more because y'all letting these non-driving dudes drive your whip, man. And they can't drive. They drive in the back seat. They got the windshield tinted. I can't even see. And I got like 17% tint. And if I can't see, I know they can't see with 5% and limo tint. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's raining, it's dark, you gotta roll the window down. And how can you see in the back seat? That's why your fronts is always messed up because you can't see the pole that's been sitting there for 50 years and you keep hitting it because you're driving all the way back here. Ladies, you know how to piss a dude off? Put some eyelashes on the headlights. You know what I'm saying? You can't take eyelashes off, but we can take them little furry steering wheels off. So when we drop you off at the work and we pick up our other shorty, we just put the steering wheel back on and pick you up. That's why guys is always running late to pick you up from work. You know what I'm saying? You can tell us you get off at 6. We get there at 6:15, 6:30. Maybe you sure you ain't say 7 o'clock. Hey, put the eyelashes on there, man. See if it don't change your life. You know what I mean? But us guys, we always got a master plan, baby. Behind something. Hey, this is my sister car. You ain't gonna believe this. My daughter driving my car, and I'm driving hers because she like mine better. Hey, I don't know what y'all gonna do, but y'all better quit letting these dudes drive your car, or I'm gonna start getting them towed. You know what I mean? Start towing them joints. Hey, and another thing. Hey, this is real spit though. Man, all these young fellas out here, man, catching attitudes, man. Hey, I used to tell my kids' mom all the time, man, let me get my sons, man. I don't believe a young lady, ain't no more big mamas in the world today. And now y'all letting the world dictate how we raise our kids. We can't whoop them, we can't do this. I'm telling you this, I'm whooping's mine. I'm whooping's mine. You feel me? And we letting the world dictate what we can and cannot do to these kids. And I used to tell my kids' mom all the time, let me get my boys. I don't believe this day and age of women can raise a man from a young man, and I don't believe a guy can raise a lady to a young lady to a woman. You feel me? God put us on here for different roles. Guys are protectors, providers, leaders, and disciplinaries. You feel me? Of every household. Women, y'all are nurturers, y'all are caring. You know what I'm saying? We play our role real good, but the problem we having is our our living arrangement is split, and it's two different rules being set for kids. And women, you could tell when a young man, these little young punks these days is being raised by women. And I'll tell you why. Because they got women tendencies. Back in my day when we was raised by the OGs, you know what I mean? Pull up your pants. Yes, sir. No, sir. Move to the side when an older person is walking, and then when they out of earrings, we continue our shenanigans. These day and age, these parents don't want us as the OGs talking to their kids, which making them they sissified. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean that in a negative way because I love the kids that I work with. I love the kids that's growing up to the day. It's some of these bad decision makers, man. They cussing us out. So I know if you cussing us out, that you at home cussing your mama out. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by these kids is out here being raised by women, and you could tell the ones that got male role models in their life because they ain't going with the shenanigans. You know what I'm saying? They making bad decisions, but if you tell them to do something or ask them to do something, they doing it. I mean, with no lip, no nothing. The ones that's being raised by women, you at home, you bucking your chest up at your mama, so you think you can buck your chest up at adults. Now you at the school, you on the street cussing adults out. You can't do this, you can't do that because the woman is at home being a nurturer. You know what I'm saying? Kids mimic what they see. And what I'm talking about by that, when you see a young boy catching that attitude, I'm going to get the gun, I'm gonna shoot you. That's a woman trait. You know what I mean? You argumentative. You don't know how to submit and be like, my bad, man. You got it. You know what I'm saying? You want to argue. You want to initiate in that debate. You feel me? You want to initiate in that conflict. That's what a woman do. A woman wants the last word. So when you see these kids, these young men out here doing that and making bad decisions that's going to change their life forever, and then they wind up in jail, then that's when they start thinking, and that's when their masculinity hit, and they be like, dang, why did I get mad like that? Because your mama raised you. You seen your mama getting mad and thinking off emotion, and she raised you. So now the kid, the young man, is thinking off emotion because that's who raised him. If you watch my kids and myself and my kids and they mama, when they with me, they totally different than what they with their mama. I mean, and that's just the way it is. Because I teach my young man, don't think off emotion. I just had a conversation with my kid like that on Christmas. You thinking off emotion. Guys, we don't think off emotion. Take a step back, breathe, and chill and think, because women think off emotion. They base their decisions off emotion at that split second. You know what I'm saying? It's just, hey man, I can go on and on and on. Women find a uncle, find a real good daddy or something, find a big brothers program or something like that. Because I'm telling you, if you think about it, and I'm not knocking no woman for raising a man, you know what I'm saying, or at least trying. But at a certain point, a man is built and made to be a protector and provider. And at some point, that little boy is going to buck up at you because that man is trying to come out, because he's built to lead. You know what I'm saying? And once they get a certain height, certain age, muscles, you ain't going to be able to stop that young fella. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, when you see all these kids out here running around fighting and carrying on and shooting each other, they basing themselves off emotion because they ain't got no male role model in their life. Tell them like, look, youngster, look, young lad, whatever you want to call them. You know what I'm saying? Hey, stop and do this. Stop and think about this. Stop and do this. Because if you did, you would see a lot more young fellas turn into young man. And again, you see a lot of older guys that ain't reached that pedestal yet, because ain't nobody really thinking with this no more, the big head. They thinking with the little head. When you stop thinking with the little head and start thinking with the big head, that's when you become a man. You still a little boy when you thinking with the little head other than the big head. Hey man, I can go on and on and on and on and on. I'm just tired of my young fellas out here carrying on, shooting each other, man. Because y'all are a generation, man. We need y'all. We want y'all. But y'all too stupid to even see that, man. And these moms, hey, y'all need to do a better job. Us dads need to do a better job too. And some of us trying. So give us a shot and let us do what we supposed to do. Tune them up. You know what I'm saying? And show these young men how to be man. Because right now, man, they just punks. And they want to shoot up everything. And sometimes I just want to give a good slap. You know what I'm saying? Turn their lips out. Hey, it is what it is, man, on this Real Talk Money, man. I am your host, Uncle Jack, man. I'm pushing 8 minutes, and I ain't never did it that long. Hey, wait until season 2, man. Next Monday, I'm going to go in like never before. But you know what I always say, man. Make it back home safe to your people. The argument ain't worth your life. And tell those kids Uncle Jack said, what's happening?